All right, Jared Lestrange here. We're going to start with the push-up test. Okay, so kneeling and on your toes versions. I'm going to show you absolute perfect push-up position and technique, and that is what you need to use for all of these tests. So whether you're with me or you're without me somewhere else in this beautiful world, you need to make sure that when you test yourself, which is part of the program for the first week and the last week of this 12 weeks, you need to make sure you do them perfectly. Okay, so let's start with technique. When you are setting up your push-ups, you want your hands to be, thumbs are just slightly wider than the width of your shoulders. Okay, what you want to do is you're on your knees, you're going to step backwards, you're going to squeeze your butt tight, set the other foot backwards, have your feet just a little bit apart. You want your forearms to be basically vertical to the ground and directly underneath your shoulders. So there's your first position. Okay, from there you take a big breath in. You're going to go down so that you're a fist from the ground. Okay, and that's where you need to make sure you come down to for everyone. So even if you can only get, say, 5, and that's it. That's going to be your start for the challenge. Your aim will be to build that up using the exercises and the training that you do consistently over the next 12 weeks, so that when we test again, you will know that that 15 or 20 reps, let's just say, that you get out with perfect position at the end is legitimate. Okay, so let's just show you that technique from the side now. All right, feet a little bit apart. You've stepped back, you've squeezed your bum tight, you've tilted that pelvis under, so your abs are nice and tight. You're forward over yourself, so we're not like this, not too far forward. You're coming down with your chest, your nipples, in line with your thumbs. Just like so. All right, that's the first one. That is push-ups on your toes. Okay? If you can't get more than 5 reps, we're going to drop to your knees. So when you are sitting up and getting ready for it, I want you to start in that position and then just simply drop your knees down, and that will give you the correct position. Breathe in, breathe out. See how my bottom comes down at the same time, so I'm not leaving it out. Okay, bottom's going to come down at exactly the same time. There's going to be a real fluctuation in strength levels between our participants. It's up to you to decide whether it's kneeling push-ups or on your toes push-ups that you do, but make sure that you keep that technique. You come a fist from the ground with every push-up, and we want to see how many reps you can get, record it into the metrics in the app, and we're going to see what you can do over the next 12 weeks to improve. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do after the push-ups is the burpee. Real love-hate relationship with burpees. They're a fantastic exercise. They're also very hard. You need to do as many as you can in 1 minute, perfect form. A little bit different to the way you may have done burpees before. What we're going to do, have your sumo squat position for your feet. Your hands are going to go directly down underneath your shoulders. You jump out to that perfect push-up position with your back nice and flat. You straddle your hands, you jump up. Feet stay apart the whole time, same width size. Out, up, out, up. From the side, out, up. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, as many as you get in 1 minute, that's your next one. Perfect position, get it done. Okay, next one, keeping in this order, once again, is an assisted pull-up. Okay, we're going to use this to test our back strength. So for men, you want to have the assistance of level 6. For women, we're going to have the assistance of level 12. So stepping up, you want your hands, where the bend is on the machine, you want your thumb over the same way as your fingers on top of that bend. That's the width that we're going to use. Go all the way down the bottom, full stretch. We've got to make sure that those elbows get that full lock out, okay? From there, leading with your chest up. So big breath out. just like so, you're doing as many reps as you can at that weight. Okay, next exercise, sticking to this order, is the sit-up. Now, the more advanced version is what I'll show you for starters. The aim is, have your feet close to your bottom, they stay there. Your feet need to be pushing into the ground. You're going to lie down, hands onto your shoulders, make that V in front of you. The aim is, big breath out, all the way up to touch your elbows on your knees. Breathe in. Okay, if you can't do it without your feet being held, we want to find something heavy. I've got a 10 kilo plate here. That should be enough to anchor my feet to the ground. And that definitely makes it easier for you to get that leverage off your feet to assist you. You need to do as many as you can in 1 minute. Sit-ups all the way, elbows to your knees. Okay, next one is a step-up test. What you're going to do is time yourself for 30 seconds, leading with the left leg, 30 seconds leading with the right leg. If your weak leg is the left, that's what you're going to start with. If your right leg is the weak one, start with that. So, the very first thing you're going to do is set yourself up with the step, and you need to stay on the ball of your foot. Stay crunched over yourself helps as well for speed. Okay, so as many as you can, 30 seconds left leg, as many as you can, 30 seconds right leg. Don't step back too far from the step, but don't step so close that you end up banging your shins on. Okay, so the next one is the plank hold. What you want to do is hold the position for as long as you can, perfect posture. To set up in perfect posture, start off on your knees, set your elbows up in front of you, in line with your shoulders, so that your upper arm is vertical. Strong girl, strong man position, okay? Step 1 foot backwards, squeeze that butt tight. Step the other one backwards, squeeze that butt cheek tight, tilt that pelvis under. That's the position you need to hold so that you feel your stomach activated through the whole exercise. Your back is supported, your butt cheeks are squeezed as tight as you can. Rather than look underneath it with your head, resist that urge and watch your hands the whole time so your whole body is nice and long, and just like a plank, you're just stiff as a board and you're holding that position. If you start to feel yourself sag like that, that's when you stop the timer. That is your time. The aim is to try and get to at least 3 minutes by the end of the challenge. Let's see how you go with that.